What's going on? This is Drake. I haven't been on here solo in a while. In fact, Bo and I got a bunch of stuff to do. We got a backlog of things to record. So it is 2025. Welcome to the new year. This is the Two Hoodies and Three Cats channel. And I figured I'd do something. So this is a new song by Ren. Came out about 4 months ago. At least that's how old the video is. It's Sweet Symphony live by Ren. Let's get right into this. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Give us a like, thumbs up, comment below, suggest what you want us to see. And if you're a renegade or into Ren and you want us to check something out, comment below. Here we go. Let's get into it. So this is called the Sweet Symphony. Interesting how the one woman on the far right is not playing anything. But I mean, bittersweet, that means usually, it's great, but there's negative circumstances around it. So although this greatness is going on, there's some kind of punch to the gut or some loss or something. So let's just go. Here we go.
I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. I spent my last £10 on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, G, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut-eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drunks falling off the sidewalks get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know, this is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside the city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes a pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with my boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle. As below, so above. As above, so below.
So it starts out where he's talking about it. I wake up in the morning. I call my bro. And it's 6 in the morning. He calls his buddy, but that's when he's like feeling kind of all himself. Had a solid night's sleep. And then he gets into his normal Ren flow. I'm going to back that up some because with Ren, there's so much to take in. You got the aesthetic, all the appearances. You got the players in the background. He's all decked out in his Adidas gear, even the backpack. I like those kind of cargo pants style Adidas deals he's wearing. I'm a big fan of Adidas. So here we go.
They crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know, this is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside the city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes a pram to the pub.
Working class casualties on the street if you look. There's like the people that get fired that can't afford their bills. They end up on the street, and he's talking about a working class mother. That's like the street struggle. I mean, I'm not rich. Doing the best I can to keep my head above water and keep bills paid and stay on the right side of this whole credit debt game. Things have been really rough in England lately. I know that's all kinds of crazy stuff going on all over the place, but I know England's had some serious things in the news, so I'm going to keep going.
Casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes a pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with my boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle. As below, so above. As above, so below. Here in the city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7. Guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. Stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks. If I go to sleep now, that's an anticlimax. People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable. Junkie in the cubicle, his old spoon is usable. His mother's in a black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks, then he serves a stretch at juvenile. Libby's at the Dolies, but her disposition's humorful. While Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional Britain. Drink it down and...
So it's a lot of like little vocabulary words that he drops from time to time, like Libby's. Libby's at the... I don't know what Libby's is talking about. I guess it's somebody... I think he's talking about the track or bets or something like that. I'm not 100% sure there. But you forget that the English side of him is so strong, but he's such an incredibly well-rounded musician and lyricist that you kind of lose sight. And it's like, I'm going to have to watch this again probably 2 times to get all the lyrics, because you get sucked in. He's like mesmerizing. He's like... So Gypsy was staying here for a while, and she introduced me to Ren. And if you go back in my playlist, way back, about a year, about a little before now, it was probably a year ago, November, she played High Ren for me the first time. And then Bone and I did it, and then Bone and I started going down that track, and man, it's just been... We got a bunch of stuff, like we did one of the Money Game videos. We got to do a couple more. I got to really pick up the slack with that stuff with Bone. So anyway, I'll get back into it. Sorry.
Suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible. This route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks, then he serves a stretch at juvenile. Libby's at the Dolies, but her disposition's humorful. While Davy's at the bookies and his mates call...
Libby's at the Dolbys. Libby's at the Dolbys. What? That's got to be an England thing. That's like, I have no idea what that is. I don't know. So somebody will tell me in the comments.
Crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible. This route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks, then he serves a stretch at juvenile. Libby's at the Dolies, but her disposition's humorful. While Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional Britain. Drink it down and moan about the weather when the sun starts shining. Feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys will be in it together till the fists start flying like the Conor McGregor, and then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with a face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. Bittersweet how my high found its way to below. And I've said it once before, as above so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just go with the flow. But I'm done. I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavements, I'll turn out the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind. I always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys, we'll be like you forever. It's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather.
It's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather. Because you're all stuck in the same place. You're all stuck in that same, like you said, they're all in that rut, in that same place, all together. Everybody's always trying to get a come up. They want to get a little bit better than they are. And they never look back. And when they do, they're looking down on others, forgetting that they were there once themselves. And a lot of people don't ever climb out of where they're at. They're in that spot, and that's where they're at.
Forever, it's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather. Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life. Trying to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die.
Wow. It's bittersweet symphony. You're a slave to money, and then you die. Wow, that hits home. As you build in, like I said at the beginning of this crazy debt credit system we all live in. The whole world's based on how much credit you have available based on how much debt you have. You have a credit rating, and based on your credit rating is what you can and can't do. And you got to have the right job. You got to make the money for the lifestyle you've chosen. And you're just kind of maneuvering. And then you have your crew of people, which is usually in the same kind of position you're in. The come ups and the go downs and the up the ladder and down the ladder. But you're in there, a slave to money until you die. That is huge. That is like, might be one of the most powerful things he's said in a video I've watched.
And you die.
I didn't go back far enough. I want to hear it. Sorry.
Trying to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die.
Wow. That was pretty tight. That was awesome. Another awesome track by Ren. The best thing I like about Ren.
And since I get 5% off.
The thing I like about Ren the most. What do I like about Ren the most? Well, I'll tell you. For me, Ren is he's so unique, and he makes you think. You're always got something. It's always got you thinking, and it's just, I don't even know how to explain it, but his videos are very helpful. His videos are, man, I can't believe I'm in tongue-tied here. Hey, he's got that, his lyrics, his music, it's such a deal. Like I said earlier in the video, he's mesmerizing, but really, not knowing what this was going to be about, it kind of hit home, and the whole status of life and money and the ability to do this or that. It's pretty cool. Ren is a very thought-provoking musician that gets you in the feels, and it also helps, kind of puts you in where he's at, and you start getting correlations to yourself to him. I really like that about him. Anyway, this has been Ren Bittersweet Symphony live. If you don't know who Ren is, go check him out. If you want to check out some more stuff I've done by Ren, go for it. Suggest more stuff by Ren, or if you know other artists like Ren that are new out there, that are coming up, that are kind of independent and have like the whole little all over the place kind of talent, suggest them in the comment. I'd like to check them out. And like I said before, I'm Drake. This is 2 Hoodies and 3 Cats. I'm getting out. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching.